on to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7. And they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
On the run, it's Lindsey. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man quickly. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Morrison.
This slot receiver is a guy that defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Morrison. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
He'll take it himself. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. A run for the quarterback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dalton. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Makes a man miss. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
Dances away to buy time. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Morrison. And they're able to get him down.
All right, defense, you've got to get this guy on the ground. You're doing a good job winning one-on-ones, and we're going to see them blitz, and they're going to be able to mix and match some of these pressures, but you got to finish the play. It's not going to be enough to get him off his launch point. This quarterback can hurt you on the move.
It's caught. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Canes headed quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's going to run it. Get all you can, then get down with the slide. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw on the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's 1st down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Off play action. Caught close to the marker. It's Madden. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps and not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, put me off it.
Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Recovered by the kicking team.
always love to look at the effort on special teams. A lot of times, punt returners are going in for a touchdown, and what happens, somebody comes out of nowhere, takes a great angle like this. Great angle, gives this defense a chance to at least survive and not give up a touchdown.
Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. Touchdown, Miami! Fit in the window for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Off-play action on first down. Nowhere to go. What a stunningly boneheaded play. You can't make a miracle every time. Don't get sacked for the safety. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Snags it quickly on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. Plows through the defense. Another broken tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Balkinson. They'll get him at the... But he got 10 on that one. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throwing right. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
To the air on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And here comes the punt team. Now on the return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Lowers those pads.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Some misdirection with the counter. Got enough for the first. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the field goal unit is on the field. Nestled just inside that right upright.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he's got it inside the 35. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Swings it out to his running back. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Canes need to pick it up on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The give to the single back. Shakes off the defender. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half.
And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Hits the afterburners. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays. And put points on the board in a hurry.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The give on the option. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna swing it on second down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And the Rebels decide to punt it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window
turns on the Jets. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at this
open field on the right. And oh no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense picks it. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. This This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds his target down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll keep it himself. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this, because they're going to see this option play.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. And you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. You got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And they'll blow it dead around the 30-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job, because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
A strike downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense, because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels.
It's a fumble. They recovered their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football and turn over on downs. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game, because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Using his feet to buy time. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open.
Touchdown!
is it on offense to have a quarterback with that kind of athleticism. Your playbook is so much more open when you get in fourth and goal situations just like that. You can call a pass play, and if it's not open, he can get you out of trouble with his legs. Nice job running that one in for a TD.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Can't get him to the ground. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the line.
Breaks into the open. What a cut. Now he's loose. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
From the gun, give on the inside. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down? 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about...
There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Takes the easy completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Rides to back and leaves it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
Turning it on. Past the 30. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. He's looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on third and short. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got an open man. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Canes will snap it on first and 10. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball is coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Here's the pressure. Connection to the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot. fits with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start.
Oh, he found a space on the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough to back today.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging it, keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. You get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Cortez. They're working that left side, and they're able to make the tackle. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving any